Hi, it's Chris, back again. As I said, I would be compiling like a diary of working for this album that I'm producing and the trials and tribulations and my process. So here's part two. Had an interesting day yesterday because I've been working, playing a guitar and singing. And I did mention last time that I'm not a singer. And yeah, I had a funny conversation with the artist yesterday where he said that it makes him feel better about his singing given the quality of mine. And what I wanted to talk about briefly today was just the fact that I had to record myself, so that you're not in a kind of performing state of mind. You're in a, is the mic in the right place? I'm pressing record, is the levels right? So it's not like the ideal if you're going to perform. And then I was also really aware that this is literally like placeholder text. It's just putting something in the right place at the right time so that the other musicians that we're going to get playing on it, and then when Chris comes back in to sing, everything sits in the right place and the structure of the song is correct. So I'm aware of all those things as I'm doing it. Plus there's a time element with the kids being on holiday at the moment. I'm kind of up against it a bit time-wise, so have to make everything count. And I did want to get a few tracks over to him yesterday. So I recorded some vocals really quickly, and listening back to them, I'm horrified, if I could use that phrase, at the quality of my voice. Like obviously you always have that idea that, yeah, if you actually get around to doing something, it'll be great and it'll sound brilliant. And my voice just doesn't sound that great as a singer. And I'm all right. I think I'm all right with that. Or I certainly have had to get all right with that, because then once I've recorded it, I've then got to just sort of move little bits and work with it a little bit and then sort of bounce it out and send it over. So you have to listen to yourself a bit, and having to get over myself thinking that one day I might have this amazing voice, this amazing undiscovered voice that, you know, as people, you know, so that people say, why haven't you sung before? This is amazing. And it isn't like that at all. It's definitely a thing where, you know, guide vocals at best, standing at the back of a choir and singing not louder than anybody else is probably the best I can hope for. And actually realizing that was a bit of a big thing yesterday. So that's been really interesting. So, you know, we're not all put on this earth to be brilliant at everything. And as I said to my client, he's called Chris Sykes, I should say that, just talking to him and actually making, he feels better about the quality of his voice through listening to mine, which is a win, I guess, because he was worried about listening to his own voice and whether his voice would stand up to singing all the songs. And I think they will, and my aim is to get him to sing them because they're written very much in his voice. And letting somebody else hear something that you know yourself isn't that great, but it's part of the process. So quite a good little ego keeping in check lesson yesterday. So but as I said to him, that's not the bit that I'm good at. I'm doing the good bit that I can do is putting this all together, getting the right musicians in the room, mixing it, mastering it, and making sure everything sounds beautiful and it all goes in the direction we want it to. So the singing isn't the bit that I promised him I'd be good at. It's everything. It's a lot of other things that I promised him I'd be good at. So that's kind of it, really. That's the lesson for today that I take forward. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.